Ever had a moment where everything seemed to click? The conversation flowed, she laughed at your jokes, but then she suddenly went cold or disappeared. Or maybe she agreed to hang out, but something in her vibe felt off. The truth is, attraction isn't just about words, it's about what's happening beneath them. Most men only hear what's being said, but today, that's about to change. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to decode the hidden signals that reveal exactly what she's thinking, even when she says nothing at all. You'll understand how subtle shifts in tone, posture, and eye contact can expose her true feelings, and why some men can read these cues effortlessly while others stay completely blind to them. But here's the thing that might shock you. Everything you think you know about female body language is probably wrong. That smile you thought meant she likes you? It could actually be her polite way of creating distance. That hair flip you read as flirtation? Sometimes it's just nervous energy. The key isn't in individual gestures, it's in understanding the complete picture. Before we hop in, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment for what kind of video you want me to make next. Let me start with something that will immediately change how you see every future interaction. Women communicate through clusters of signals, not single movements. When you learn to read these clusters, you'll have an unfair advantage that most men will never possess. The foundation begins with understanding baseline behavior. Every woman has her natural way of moving, speaking, and positioning herself. Before you can identify signals of interest or discomfort, you need to establish what normal looks like for her. This means paying attention during the first few minutes of any interaction to see how she naturally carries herself. Watch her hands first. When a woman is comfortable and potentially interested, her hand movements become more animated and purposeful. She'll use gestures to emphasize points, touch objects around her more frequently, and most importantly, create opportunities for brief physical contact. A woman who keeps her hands rigid, crossed, or constantly fidgeting with her phone or jewelry is showing signs of discomfort or disengagement. But here's where it gets interesting. Her feet tell a completely different story than her hands, and most men never think to look down. When someone is genuinely engaged in conversation, their feet point toward the person they're talking to. If her feet are angled away, even while her body faces you, part of her wants to leave that conversation. However, when her feet are pointed directly at you, especially if she shifts her weight to lean slightly forward, that's a green light worth noting. Eye contact patterns reveal layers of information that words never could. Direct eye contact followed by looking down isn't shyness, it's often attraction. When women are interested, they'll hold your gaze longer than socially necessary, then break it by looking down rather than away. Looking away to the side typically indicates discomfort or distraction. But sustained eye contact that makes you feel like she's studying your face, that's genuine interest. The timing of her responses carries enormous weight. When a woman is engaged, she'll respond to your statements immediately, often overlapping slightly with enthusiasm. Long pauses before responding, especially when accompanied by looking away, suggest she's mentally checking out of the conversation. Pay attention to whether her verbal responses match the speed and energy of her physical reactions. Personal space violations tell you everything. Women who are interested will unconsciously decrease the distance between you throughout the conversation. She might step closer while talking, lean in when you speak, or position herself at an angle that closes the gap. Conversely, women who maintain rigid distance or step back when you move forward are establishing boundaries you should respect. Mirroring behavior is one of the most reliable indicators of connection. When someone likes you, they unconsciously copy your movements, posture, and energy level. If you lean forward and she follows suit, if you cross your arms and she mirrors the position, or if she matches your speaking pace and volume, these are subconscious signs of rapport building. But here's something crucial that could save you from major embarrassment. Learn to distinguish between nervous energy and excited energy. Both can involve increased movement, touching hair, and animated gestures. The difference lies in the pattern. Nervous energy appears erratic and repetitive, like repeatedly tucking the same piece of hair or constantly adjusting clothing. Excited energy flows more naturally and varies in expression. Voice changes accompany body language shifts in telling ways. When genuinely interested, women's voices often become slightly higher and more animated. They'll emphasize certain words, use more inflection, and speak with noticeable enthusiasm. flat, monotone responses paired with minimal physical engagement indicate polite tolerance rather than genuine interest. Touch patterns deserve special attention because they're often misunderstood. Brief, seemingly accidental touches on your arm during conversation, adjusting your collar, or playful pushes during laughter are positive signs. But here's the critical distinction. Interested touch is confident and brief, while uncomfortable touch is either avoided entirely or feels tentative and apologetic. Facial expressions beyond smiles reveal authentic emotions. Watch for micro-expressions that flash across her face before she controls them. A genuine smile engages her entire face, creating lines around her eyes. A polite smile only moves her mouth. When she bites her lip, it could indicate attraction, but combined with looking away, it might signal uncertainty or discomfort. Group dynamics completely change individual body language patterns. In social settings, observe how her behavior toward you differs from her interaction with others. Does she position herself closer to you? Does her energy level increase when you join the conversation? Does she make more eye contact with you than with other group members? These comparative signals are often more reliable than individual gestures. The biggest mistake men make is reading positive signals that aren't there because they want them to be. Confirmation bias leads you to interpret neutral behavior as interested behavior. Combat this by looking for negative indicators alongside positive ones. If you see signs of interest, but also notice her frequently checking her phone, creating physical barriers with objects, or giving short responses to your questions, the negative signals probably outweigh the positive ones. Context changes everything about body language interpretation. A woman might display open, friendly body language in a professional networking event that would indicate romantic interest in a social setting. Similarly, cultural background influences expression of interest and discomfort. What seems like disengagement in one culture might be appropriate modesty in another. Alcohol and social environments affect authenticity of signals. Someone might appear more open and engaging due to social lubrication rather than genuine interest. Pay attention to consistency across different settings and sobriety levels before drawing conclusions about someone's true feelings. The most advanced skill involves reading escalation patterns. Interested women will gradually increase intimacy signals throughout an interaction. Initial eye contact becomes longer and more intense. Casual touches become more frequent. Physical distance decreases progressively. If these patterns reverse or plateau, it indicates changing comfort levels. Technology has created new body language patterns worth understanding. How she interacts with her phone during your conversation sends clear messages. Putting the phone away completely shows respect and interest. Keeping it visible but not using it suggests moderate engagement. Frequent checking or active use indicates divided attention and potentially low interest. Remember that body language fluency develops through practice and observation. Start by people watching in neutral environments to understand general patterns before applying these skills in dating contexts. The goal isn't manipulation, but better communication and mutual understanding. Understanding female body language transforms your dating life because it eliminates guesswork and prevents misreading situations. You'll approach confident women with appropriate energy, recognize discomfort before it becomes awkward, and build genuine connections based on mutual interest rather than misplaced assumptions. The next time you're in conversation with someone you're interested in, remember that her body is constantly communicating her true feelings. Master this silent language and you'll never wonder where you stand again. What signals have you been missing? Start paying attention tonight and discover the conversations happening beyond words.